Okay, so this is Paul Locke, and we're going to start in a few minutes. Just want to say, starting out with this, we haven't had a Zoom meeting this big before, or yet, that I've been involved in. So this may be a little bit overwhelming to me. So have patience. Up there, I have to turn on the video. Okay, so I'm going to try to rearrange my screen a little bit. Oh, look at you people. So as the instructions say, because we expect to have a significant number, I think we're already up to 60. We're going to try a couple different things to both have a discussion and not have it just be DEP talking at you. So we want to retain some of the discussion that we enjoyed during the Waste Advisory Committee meetings. But we also want to have it actually work, and having 61 people, now 69 people, all trying to talk at once. Not that you would, might be distracting. So what I'm going to try to do now, and I'm going to take a minute to find our advisory committee members and unmute them, and then we can start the meeting that way. What we'll try to have is the advisory committee members themselves and the wayside cleanup senior staff who are on the call be able to participate directly. And then I think we'll take some time and we'll see how it works to use the raise hand function to give other people a chance to participate as well. There's also the chat function that I've been trying out with some of you this morning. That goes directly to me. I have it up in the corner of my screen. So far it has been like scrolling down, so it's hard for me to keep track of that. I can't promise that if you send me a chat and ask to speak that I'll see it, but I'll try to see that as well. So we'll try identifying people other than the advisory committee members to speak using both the raise hand function and the chat, but at particular points in the process. Okay, hopefully that was understandable. Now I'm going to try to find the advisory committee members and unmute them. Although, let's try this.
Bad news.
Can you unmute yourself, advisory committee members?
Yes, we can.
Oh.
We have the power.
I don't know how I feel about that loss of control.
Good.
Get used to it, Paul. Just get used to it.
Okay, so we're all on the honor system now. That's important to know. Well, there goes that. I don't have to unmute people, which makes things easier. Let's see. I can't even see what's on my screen. So certainly,
Paul?
Yes?
For future reference, you're apparently able to pick whatever background you want. I don't know how to do this, but I had a Zoom meeting at work yesterday, and somebody picked this wonderful big blue shark that was swimming behind them. So you can use that instead of a sheet in the future.
Well, I actually tried that this morning, and so the problem was that I don't know if you can tell, but the sheet is a nice pale blue color. And the shirt that I'm wearing is a slightly darker pale blue. And because of the light, some of my beard apparently has blue highlights at the moment. The gray parts probably have turned slightly blue. So when I tried that, various parts of me personally turned into the background as well. It was one of those odd moments you see sometimes on the weather report, and the person becomes a floating a floating head. So yeah,
It's all good. It's all good.
this is better than the door in the bookcase behind me. So we'll try. We'll get better at this. I actually have a green screen, but it's in the office, and apparently that's not one of the emergency things that one is allowed to do.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so you have the power to turn them off. So I do want to go through the roll call of the advisory committee members, just so that people can hear your voice. I'm only seeing like a dozen or so people on the screen. I have to keep that box small. So I am going to be working by voice more than anything else. And everybody else is probably in the same situation I am. So just to see who's here, Eileen Gladstone. Not yet. Jeff Porter.
Here.
Hey, Jeff. Larry Feldman.
I'm here.
Linda Siegel. Linda, are you there? Okay. Maybe, maybe not. Matt Mustaller.
I'm here, Paul.
Hey, Matt. Michelle Paul. I did see
Here.
you. Hey, Michelle. Marilyn Wade.
I'm here.
Hey, Marilyn. Ned, we've already heard from, but say hi, Ned.
Hey there.
Steve Sharon.
I'm here, Paul.
Steve is new to the advisory committee. Actually, Steve, do you want to introduce yourself in a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I work in the environmental health and safety department at a global company. We're out of Waltham. Been there about 10 years. And prior to that, I was in the environmental consulting industry, was an LSP, still hold my license. Don't do any stamping currently, but still maintain the education component of it. And just over the years, I've been very active in what used to be the Independent Oil Marketers Association, and now is the New England Convenience Store and Energy Marketing Association, or NEXEMA, in their regulatory advocacy side of things. And also was pretty involved in the underground storage tank when it converted over from the Department of Fire Services over to DEP. Was in the work group there, helping DEP get those regulations together. So I'm taking over from Marty Hilfinger, who is representing NEXEMA, who's been on the advisory board for I think 3 or 4 years. And so this is my first meeting, and happy to be here.
Happy to have you.
Steve Dodge, who we know is at the 21J board meeting. Right, Steve? You're not here. Okay. Susan Chapnick.
Here.
Hey, Susan.
Hi.
Wendy Heiger-Bernay. I believe she's teaching class at the moment. Michelle O'Brien.
I'm here.
Hi, Michelle.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I'm well. I remembered to turn off mute so you could hear me.
All right. Well, so since you do have the power to like turn it on and off, you may want to just leave it off unless you want to speak. Hopefully, I'm not hearing a lot of feedback, but in other calls, you know, the sound quality is always one of the issues. So I hope all of this so far is working for you guys. I also want to go through the role of the DEP senior staff who may or may not be on the call. One person who desperately needs to be on the call, Liz Callahan. Liz, are you there?
Oh, I'm muted here.
George Gardner, are you on? May not be. Diane Baxter.
I'm here.
Hey, Diane.
Hi.
And we've invited the regional deputy regional directors to participate as well. Gerard Martin, are you there?
Paul,
Yes.
I heard from Gerard, and he's having difficulty getting on. I asked him to retry, but he said he was getting a meeting is full message.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, well, we're up to 100. I thought we got more than 100 for this. Uh-oh.
He just texted me again and he retried and he didn't get in.
Yeah, no, it's probably not coincidental that it's 100. Huh, I didn't realize. I thought the version that I paid for gave more than 100. Oh, this is not good. Huh. Okay, and that explains all of the emails that are coming in on my phone at the moment as well. Okay, so well, we're going to continue for a second. Call the roll or finish calling the roll. So Gerard is offline. George may be there as well. Steve Johnson, are you there?
No.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Steve. Mark Baldy?
I'm here.
All right. Elizabeth Steinhardt?
I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so we will begin more of the content of the meeting. Or actually, the last thing, everything's moving around. So the chat function we already talked about, and something we'll reinforce all throughout the morning, the meeting, is that the email account bwsc.information@mass.gov is a good way to keep in touch with us in general.